Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have another update to Kenshi, another community update, which is going to feature a lot of content from Kenshi 2, and I'm very excited. You guys do like when I do these. It gets really, what's it called, well received, and I do love the fact that we keep getting these, and I can't wait for Kenshi 2. I know my Kenshi 1 kind of walkthrough was kind of stopped like a month ago. Don't worry, it's still gonna come back. We're gonna start off from where we ended off. A lot of stuff happened in my life. A lot of stuff happened, you know what I mean? Just gaming wise, so much stuff has happened. But yeah, don't worry, it is still more episodes are coming. I appreciate all the support, and let's get right to it. I'm gonna link this down below, and let's get to reading. Alrighty, so Kenshi community update 41, FCS update Kenshi 2 Raptors. They start by saying, "Hi folks, we're here. It's the next community update. It's nearly June and the weather is absolutely horrific here in England, where much of the Lo-Fi team are based." Okay, so it's actually getting better, a lot better. Wait, it's actually getting a lot better. So the day of publishing this, thanks. Oh, okay. Since our last update, we've still largely been locked down, and we've just recently been able to get back into non-essential shops and thankfully back inside pubs again. Hurrah. Bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, um, there was a video where like what is he like? He's not the president. Like, what do they have in England? It's not like the president. Whoever the leader is, right? He made like a thing is like, I'm gonna go get myself a beer at the pub or something like. And it was just so weird seeing like the main guy. It was like the prime minister, I think. Whatever the title is called. It was funny seeing him say that, and now they're saying it here too. But okay, all right. So Kenshi 2 River Raptors. There it is. Many little weird looking dinosaurs. I like it. I like it. It fits the vibe. You know what I mean? Look, the thing about Kenshi is like, bro, it looks so weird when you first look at it. Like the first time I seen Kenshi, I was like, bro, what is this? This looks like garbage. That was my first impressions, right? But then I played it. I sat down, and the intricacy of the game and how like it looks so weird, but it fits. You know what I mean? And that's what that's what I love about it. Like it just fits. You know what I mean? Like all these weird concepts that came out of like it's very creative. Like the concepts are very creative throughout the world, and just how stuff looks, how stuff works, just how the game works in general. It's so it's like a breath of fresh air, and that's why I love it so much. But yeah, first impressions, I was like, what in the world is this? And I like how they're still sticking to that kind of how can I explain it? That kind of like design where no one else really does it like that. You know what I mean? This looks good. Like this looks really good for like a Kenshi style. I think this looks amazing. Nice. Here's an old friend, rethought and remodeled for Kenshi 2, the River Raptor. On the process of getting to this point, Lo-Fi Games 3D character artist Vitali Ivanov said, "I started from Kenshi 1 low poly model, then I made a sculpt in ZBrush with what I consider to be more believable." Hold on. Oh, sorry about that. What's it called? More believable. I don't know how to say that word. Anatomy. Okay, whatever, man. While still staying close to the original. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing about that, all right? All right, so he pretty much took the one from the past game and kind of just, improved it, in my opinion. Made it more high res, took some inspiration from turkeys, ducks, and all these other creatures. Very cool. Our concept artist, Christopher Schlesig, helped with the overpaint and with feedback from the head honcho Chris Hunt and our lead 3D artist Muhammad. We got to the point it's looking at now. We used a whole range of references to influence its direction, but the ones we've highlighted here show the more pronounced features that I tried to implement into the new model. Cool. I like it. Looks pretty cool. Then he says Raptors are omnivorous and are more like a vermin in Kenshi 1, so the idea was not to make it look ferocious, make it a ferocious predator, but a clumsy one. A clumsy fat creature that's not naturally aggressive but can fend for himself when needed be. We'll be incorporating 2 variants of the model into Kenshi 2, one with and one without spikes. That's cool. There it is. So we're going to get 2 different variants. Obviously, the one without spikes probably is going to be a lot easier to actually kill. This one's going to be a lot harder. I don't know if they're going to go with like the male/female, like the male has the horns and the females don't have the horns. We'll see how that works. And then Forgotten Construction Set updates abound. What is that? Oh, okay. Over the past few months, programmers Sam Ginn and Craig Tinney have been hard at work on the Forgotten Construction Set, making changes that will have an impact on both Kenshi 1 and Kenshi 2. Okay, cool. So it's going to help out both. All right. For the uninitialized, the FCS is currently available to Kenshi 1 modders and is exactly the same tool we used to edit the game. Oh, okay. So it's like modding tools in a way. Okay, I was trying to make sure what this actually meant, but it's modding tools. Okay. This week we're releasing an update to Kenshi 1 FCS that brings in a huge amount of these changes. This will appear in Steam's experimental build. We caught up to have a little chat about the update. We got monologues, bro. We got, oh my goodness. We got lore, bro. Okay. Dan, first of all, can you give me a bit of information about what you do in lo-fi? And then Craig says, I'm Craig. I do programming, push buttons, and occupy space. Okay, listen here. What is this? Okay. So they talk, and now Dan says, what are the highlights in this update? And then Sam responds, the biggest one is the ability to simultaneously copy, duplicate dialogue objects, which hasn't previously been possible due to how dialogue is actually many objects rather than being one. And then Craig says, my favorite is probably the layout saving, which you did, Sam. You can have 1 million windows open for editing and have them open back up once you close application. And it's different for every mod. For example, you open up my insert mod here, and it's got all the relevant objects open, whereas if I open the dialogue mod, I'll have all the dialogue packages and conversations open up that I was last editing, like dialogue stuff, which it saves a lot of clicking around and makes things much easier. Okay, so what he's talking about is where you save off and how many windows are open. Once you reopen it again, it's not like it's just going to be like just the main thing with all those extra windows that you opened before. They're not going to be missing. They're going to be back on the screen. That's pretty cool. And then Dan says, do you have any expectations for what modders are going to do with Kenshi 2 FCS? And then Craig states, every feature is designed with the FCS in mind, and right now we're working on a lot of features we can't talk about yet, which are what I'm largely thinking about when imagining what modders will do. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get a lot bigger changes. Cool. Interesting. We got a lot more monologue. So if you are a modder and you want to know more about how the changes, how they're going to be, I see there's a change log right here, so we're just going to read the change log. But if you want to hear the lore, link will be down below. But I don't want to keep this video too long. So full change log. So what they added is they added autocomplete, added certain drop down boxes. Okay, the dialogue condition effects targets. Listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm not a modder, so I don't know what a lot of this stuff means. I'm gonna read it out, and if you are a modder, there it is. Reference list for items. I know what that means. Obviously, items are gonna have like a reference list, kind of more information for it. Added alphabetical sorting for dialogue conditions. Alphabetical sorting, more sorting better, makes it easier to find. More alphabetical sorting for dialogue events. Cool. Events with invalid entries are now highlighted red. Okay, so you can see where the problems are in your code. Good. Added support for duplicating dialogue. Okay, so maybe it's gonna kind of like point out to you like, hey, this is duplicated. Do you want both to stay in there? Okay. Added additional error detection for dialogue data. Okay, so overall, just dialogue and dialogue condition and events are getting a huge overhaul. And now you're going to see if there's any errors. It's going to be easier to sort through. Just overall easier to handle. Added window layout saving, so kind of what we were talking about over here, how once you close it out, when you open it back up, it's going to be the same windows open. And then opening a mod will also load the windows last open with that mod. Okay, that's kind of, okay. So I guess these are kind of different, but kind of the same. And also remembers any custom columns set up from previous use. Cool. We got a little YouTube video of all this other stuff right over here. Oh my goodness, there's actually a lot of stuff. Jesus. All right, let's what's this all about? Yes, this looks like a lot of stuff that modders would understand, because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you. This is good. Don't get me wrong, this is great. It looks like a lot of good changes, and hopefully you know, modders for Kenshi are very, very happy with this. Unfortunately, I'm going to just leave it at that. Obviously, like I said, if you are a modder and you want to look at some of this stuff and you know exactly what this stuff means, then go for it. I don't exactly know what it means, so I'm going to just, you know, leave that up to you. But I think this is very good. Alrighty, now we got the backstories of the people in the office. Let's read a couple of these. Alright, so Colton David, the writer. Okay. Hi, I'm Colton. I've been a writer at Lo-Fi for a few months now, and wow, I'm happy to confirm that people behind Kenshi are as smart and wonderful as you expect them to be. Currently, I'm working on finishing bits of Kenshi 2, first big faction, and a giant migration of our internal wiki to a cool new platform. Oh, and we recently added some context to a controversial mystery from Kenshi 1. I think people will enjoy the direction we've taken. Nice. What is that? Looks good. I can't use listen, I can't use them sticks. What do you call them? I even forgot what you call them at this point, but I tried, man. I don't got the patience. I do not have the patience with that. Like, I tried, just didn't work. I'm just an idiot who can only use a fork. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Alright, we got some work balance. There it is. Nice desk setup. Okay. Why is this blurred out right over here? What in the world? So this is his office over here. Very cool. What is this? There's a Korean corn dog place, K-Soul Hot Dog, that I go for lunch, and it is the light of my life. Here's a picture. This is a corn dog. Oh, wow. Bro, that looks good, bro. I wish I could cook better. Low key, bro. I wish I could cook better. Like, I'm trying, but I tried this. I'll try this. All right, now 3D artist. Vitali Ivanov. Nice. Oh, look, he had like little things in. Okay, that's pretty cool. Goes, hi, I'm Vitali. This is my third year working for Lo-Fi. I'm currently creating characters, creatures, and armor for Kenshi 2. I have many hobbies, but I'm not committed to any of them. Nice. Or maybe the only consistent hobby I have is playing video games. I play Kenshi a lot, and it was a motivation to join the team so I can work on a game and actually like and will play. That's pretty cool how a lot of the people who do work for like Kenshi, that like a lot of them state that, hey, I used to just be a player, you know what I mean? And then I just became a person who can help out with the team, which is pretty cool. It's very cool. It's very wholesome. We got some pets. I also have pets right now. I have a dog, cat, 2 rats. What? And a hermit crab. What in the world? And at some point, we had a rabbit, chameleon, and a turtle, not at the same time. So although I'm home alone during my working hours, it still feels crowded. Oh, we got a hermit crab, bro. What in the world? This would freak out my girl right over here. She doesn't like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, okay, so I lived in some pretty bad places, you know what I mean? And like, this is America speaking out, like, and like rats over here in America, they're seen as like filth, you know what I mean? Like, absolute, like, what are you doing? Like, run away. You know, I like, personally for me, I don't really see it that way, you know what I mean? But I know a lot of people do. I'm kind of like, you know how like there's certain people who are very like scared of like small little creatures and small little bugs, and then you have like people who are just like, what's the big problem? What's the big deal? You know what I mean? Like, My girl, for example, she's super, super like scared of stuff like that. Like she'll run away screaming, but then call me, and I would just walk in there and just be like, either, what I mean, deal with the problem, you know. And yeah, it's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool. Um, you got 2 rats and a cat. Well, I guess you can teach a cat to not really. Yeah, yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I just do hang gliding. Nice. Alrighty, so there's the little backstory. Very cool, very cool. Nice. Is this an Arnold Palmer right over here? No, it doesn't look like an Arnold Palmer. That's actually the best drink combo. Listen, bro, you can't tell me different. But alrighty. Looks cool. Alrighty, so they ended off by saying, thanks for reading, folks. Don't forget to join us over the Discord. Find us on your favorite social platform. If you don't have Kenshi yet, or you have a friend, or you know a friend that's been wondering whether to pick it up, we're on a 40% sale for this weekend as part of the Steam's open world sale. Buy for now. That's pretty cool. So if you don't have it, it's a good time to get it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Very cool. So pretty much we got the little Raptors. We also got kind of more information about like dialogue that he's working on, and first big faction, and a lot of other stuff. We're gonna get a new wiki for Kenshi 2, also very cool, and a lot of updates to the modding tools that I guess work for both Kenshi 1 and Kenshi 2. So very, very cool to see. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, and I will see you boys in the next one. Stay safe.